Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is time for the continuation of week 1 in the Grandmasters Cup. We've got PWF going up against Campo MC. We're getting a live look in here on Campo's doing a warm-up match. I hope PWF is too. He's been gracious enough to screen share via Discord, and as always, MP Blaze is hooking us up with all of the technological help we need there. Thank you so much, Blaze, for doing that. You know how I like to start these, and I always like to remind you, please go and support these competitors. They're the ones putting on the show right here. The best way you can do that is go subscribe to their channel. Maybe let them know, hey, you really enjoyed the show they put on for you today. Their channels are linked in the chat and also in the description, as well as our tournament sponsor of Usafa Gaming. Phenomenal channel. I've known this guy for years now. Really great war videos. Does do, if you're missing those big crystal openings that I used to do, this is a chance for you to go see them from someone else. Usafa does them, and much bigger and more entertaining, in my opinion. Check all of that out. The links to all of their channels are in the description. And then, of course, definitely not least, but in this case last, thank you so much to our Grandmaster for the week, Kabam Mike, an awesome Twitter follow. He was helped us out here. For those who don't know, in this tournament, there will be a Grandmaster each week. It's a bit of a different theme. I have encouraged them to completely embrace the role, have fun with it, and do whatever they think they would do as a Grandmaster. Just take on the role, have some fun with it. They may do it on Twitter. They may include the community. They may not. Just do it alone. It's up to them. And Mike came back and said, the two cannot ban. These champions cannot be banned in the matchups this week. Rintra and Omega Sentinel and Human Torch and Archangel just flat are not allowed to be in your deck. It's been really cool. I got my butt kicked by Legacy. No shocker, no surprise there, right? But it was fun to kind of have that wrinkle in it. And then for those who don't know, week 2's Grandmaster is going to be none other than the Cat Murdoch. Awesome Twitter follow as well. Amazing art, gives insights into the game. Yes, a lot of love of Medusa and Karnak and Black Bolt. But you know what? She makes them look really, really good. So make sure you check that out, and then it'll be up to her. She may involve the community. She may not. Totally up to her. I see so many people in the chat. What is up, William? How you doing? Tom Jarvis, Nick, Cream Cheese, LC Music Tracks, Tobias, and Gyrant Wallace. How you all doing? You're looking at the board here. I have up all the groups. You can see all the phenomenal players that are in the tournament there. And this is going to be for Group E. Super Sam was able to defeat Simula early this week, but remember, Simula went 3-0 against some of the best players in 4 Loki in the last tournament. So this group is far from over. I know Campo, MC, and PWF obviously want to get off on the right foot, get a win here, secure that so that they can hopefully advance from Group E. I'll go ahead and take that board off of the screen now. That way everyone can, we can see, you see PWF is just patiently waiting there. I really appreciate him doing that. And I will adjust, as always, I will adjust the aspect ratios for the competitors once we've really gotten going here. Once I can see what their screen looks like. Looks like I can probably do it with Campo's right now. Let's go ahead and adjust that a little bit. What's up, Judas? How you doing, buddy? All right, let's adjust Campo here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. It looks like we've actually got a nice, we can grab his screen in the fight really well, so that's great. Go ahead and adjust that up. And I think we got Campo looking solid. What's up? Is that Usafa there? How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys.
Let me know if you can hear Usafa well. He's coming in a little quieter on my end, but that doesn't mean that's what you all are hearing.
I can enunciate.
Ooh, there it is. There it is. There it is.
There we go. All right.
We're the fellas are doing a little bit of a warm-up match right now. Oh. Let's see here. I don't want to mess with this one too much before we get started. But let's see how that goes. All right. I'm actually going to step off the call just for a minute so you guys can ask questions of Yusafa, or just know that we're going to wait for Campo's match to finish up there, and then PWF and Campo will be getting started.
Roger that.
All right, I'm back. What's up, Big Germ? How you doing? Who would I recommend for your first rank 4? First rank 4 tech. Still big, still huge. I'll awaken Mega Sentinel, Warlock, or Nimrod. Me, Nimrod. I really like a Mega Sentinel. I think the negativity on her has gone too far. It's probably been a bit of a reaction to the excitement and hype on her when she first came out. She was kind of starting to push that prestige envelope a little bit. So I think there's a lot of reasons why the hype on her was pretty massive. I think she's awesome. But as far as your day in, day out gameplay, more frequent use, that sort of thing, which I think is what you're really looking for from those rank 4s, go with Nimrod. Also, his awakened ability is great. It powers him up a ton. And then every 6 stone you put in there, I think is just really, really helpful. I recently took mine up to rank 4, 6200 too.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, isn't that weird how Warlock's in that question? It just shows you how far the game's come since Warlock came into the game. I didn't even mention Warlock. I didn't even felt like I should address Warlock. He's good. He's still great, right? But
let's see, Judas, who's my 30th R4? I'm not going to tell you because I did do the rank up specifically for my match tonight against Carl. So I know Carl always lurks, and I'm not going to say on stream.
Carl's definitely lurking, probably on 4 different accounts. It took me forever to catch on to that last night when I was like, so who'd you rank up? And you're like, I don't know. and then I was like, oh, sorry. I should play this a little cooler. Mr. Fernandez, what is up, dude? OG Highline, how you doing, buddy? It's a beautiful day. It is. Fridays are nice. No buff for December. Should have been Gore or Chavez, right? Are we not getting a buff for December? Now, see, I thought for sure we were getting one, and now I'm feeling like I don't want to. If that's weird. If there's videos out there saying there's no buffs for December, then there probably isn't one. But I thought there was going to be one, so I don't want to share information that I'm not supposed to share. Is anyone? Are you updated on the latest game update, Yusafa? And are we really not getting a buff?
I am not updated on it. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't been following.
Now I don't want to spoil anything. I also don't want to create excitement on anything. So I'm going to table that topic, and I apologize if there is no buff for December. I thought there was going to be one. Buff not in the update notes, and I guess it's probably not. Maybe it's going to be in January, but it's a buff that I think everyone knows was coming. So, yeah, that's odd. Anyways,
so I do know that. So Hulk is going to be updated soon. OG Hulk.
Yeah, and that's not the one I'm talking about. So I'm beginning to wonder if maybe it's not public. I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure I even confirmed that it. Yeah, Saints got it. I thought Iron Man Infinity War was coming in December. Maybe not. Maybe they're not coming until January.
And just to address Slay. So Slay, I already did the Incursion Zone 25. I did it solo a few weeks ago, and it doesn't reset for another 10 days. So in 10 days, hell yeah, we'll do it.
Speaking of people who might know, DL, do you happen to know, is Iron Man Infinity War buff not going live for a bit? So, not.
I think that one's in January for general release.
Okay. Oh, okay. And Tom Jarvis is saying that is announced for January. So there you go. So that explains the confusion.
And so then it would be Chavez would go live in February, and then Hulk in March.
Cool. Well, there we go. I'm glad. Thank you for showing up right on time. Let's focus on. So this is PWF's first match in a Vega Battlegrounds Championship. I want to see how he handles it. I think that's a whole unique thing. Like, he's not a streamer. He's got a great channel, posts all his war fights on there. It's been really fun to see. I'm in his battle group, so I know how it's going to go, and I still watch his videos because I like to learn a lot from them. Streaming is a whole different thing, and he is screen sharing through Discord. So I'm very curious to see how this goes for him.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I've been in the same battle group with PWF for years now, and in For Loki, Clown actually keeps track of the deathless streaks of individual players, and then he has like people who have gone over the century mark. Well, PWF has been in the century team for, I want to say, 4 or 5 times. So the guy is absolutely amazing. He's one of the premier guys that I go to ask about interactions. So he's a fantastic player. And if I do say Paul, just know that Paul is PWF.
Yeah.
They do that a few times.
The anti-Usafa Clown coming out swinging. Hey man.
Yeah. I would expect nothing else from Clown.
Okay. Which stream is ahead? It looks like Campo's is ahead, correct? You guys are seeing this the same way? Okay, so I'm going to pause this so we can line them up. That's the whole reason MP Blaze is helping us out with the stream share here. And we got a couple people in the chat to say hello to. What's up, Interceptor? What's up, Slaymon? How you doing, Sam? Ooh, we're seeing our first Valkyrie. This is cool. She's already up on the board.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Because Sasquatch triggers his regen when struck.
I feel like I'm going to need to do some adjusting on PWF stream. We'll see if I do. What's up, Nah? How you doing, Captain Easy? Yeah, we're zoomed in way too far on PWF, so I'm going to try to fix that for us all here. No, I have to do it now while we're watching.
Yeah, I do like, just want to call out for people who aren't as used to seeing Valkyrie in Battlegrounds yet. I like how Campo's not bothering only hitting into block at the start, because it doesn't matter. You want to build up your resources, then later you can make sure to really just focus into block. Okay, Sasquatch was almost really rough there. That kind of felt like Campo forgot that he was unstoppable immune there for a second, but then he definitely forgot about the increased combat power rate during Wrath of Tanarak. Paul played that domino perfectly, though.
Yeah, I'm sitting in awe right here, right now, because I have absolutely no idea how to play Valkyrie, and just seeing her against Sasquatch is amazing.
Yeah, with the exception of forgetting about the combat power rate, I think this has been like basically perfect.
Yeah.
I think Lags has put some stuff out recently. Dale, I know you took her to war. I don't know if I've seen you do like a specific battleground usage on Valkyrie. And then Bitter Steel, it's the channel and the player I've been shouting out a lot, has Usafa and anyone listening, you can go check out Bitter Steel, and has put up quite a few just like one-on-one matches with, like, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong defender, but like Sasquatch or whatever. You can check it out. It's pretty cool to see.
Okay, so Paul took that first game. Awesome.
Felix, let's be polite in the chat.
Yeah, I think Felix is having some fun being sarcastic there. Looks like maybe they even know people, but remember, not everyone
not everyone's gonna know.
No, the sarcasm.
I'm not just talking about me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so we see another Valkyrie against MCoC now. This is interesting.
I have no clue what's going to go faster here because I think these are both pretty good matchups against very strong defenders.
I would bet on Negs, because this is one where you actually do have to pretty exclusively hit into block.
Does Valkyrie's Awaken ability matter in this matchup, DLL?
Not unless he really messes up Mystical Charge game. Because the Unstoppable Immune could matter, but the hope is that it won't. Yeah. I mean, Valkyrie can be very good because of Rich Get Richer. So can Negs, but from what I've seen before, you generally want to play it where you're converting your Furies a bit less often so that you're sitting on some of that power gain. Not that it matters once Man-Thing is up to this point, and unfazed granting active buffs also really stinks for Rich Get Richer. But that was a really interesting round.
Okay, I was a little distracted there by the aspect ratios and trying to adjust them a bit more. This is just about as good as we're going to be able to get it. So do we have a 1-1 tie here going into the third? Okay, thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I did place Juggernaut into my Battlegrounds deck, specifically because of the fight that Infamous had yesterday against Nick Fury. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Karate Mike, what is up? Just in time. Just in time. And Zach Richards, how you doing, buddy? Cream cheese
I need to
doing
double
his
check
job.
and see if I have enough skill ISO. Or Mystic.
These are both pretty solid matchups again here, right? I'm not as familiar with Sunspot. I know people love him in Battlegrounds. I just have not been able to embrace that.
Yeah, I mean, in a completely vanilla meta, this would still be fairly close. I mean, both of these defenders are probably just going to be gaining power all the time, which does make me think, on paper, I could give the edge to Scorpion, because Sunspot does not do as well against Doom when he's constantly gaining power. But we also saw last night that sometimes the opponent gaining a bunch of power does not help Scorpion as much as you would hope it would.
So I hope it's okay. You brought it up, so I think it's okay to laugh now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine.
Yeah. Scorpion takes it home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, I was disappointed. Yesterday, you did draft Howard the Duck, and I was hoping to see a match, but you did not end up using him. So I'll have to take your word for Howard the Duck being good in this meta.
I love that shout. It would just require me to rank Howard the Duck.
Right.
Super Sam is requesting a shout out for his friend Anirban. Absolutely, there it is. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. The other thing to keep in mind is that, like, if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm double checking to make sure that I am. Yep. Like, Sunspot is very, very good in Battlegrounds, but the reason he's good in Battlegrounds is because you build up to a big special 2 that gets a bunch of prowess. But he gains prowess based on how many flare states he has, and he loses all of them whenever he gets shocked.
All right, we have another.
So that was a huge factor there.
Yeah, we have another. As we're transitioning to the next set, we have another shout out request. I don't know how many of these we're going to do, but here we go. From Zach Richards. It's Zach. It's from Zach. So we've got to do it. It's from Zach. I have a feeling I'm being tricked into things, but it's for his friend Mike, and we'll leave it at that.
All right. So PWF takes fantastic.
Yeah, great match.
So another shout out to PWF and Clown. They spend hours planning war, and actually they've started building out, writing out scripts for everybody in our battle group to take those wars. And sometimes they hope that their BG officer or members read the scripts, and we try to, and sometimes we still mess them up. But shout out to both Clown and PWF for doing such a fantastic job as BG officers.
They really do a good job. And I have, since they started putting out those little notes for us, I haven't died yet. A coincidence? I don't know. I think there might be a cause and effect there. All right. So let's take a look at the bands. We've got Tigra, Kingpin, and Hood. Those are interesting bands, and that's who PWF banned. And on the other side, it looks like Campo has decided to take away Gallon. He's going with those Cosmics. Get rid of Gallon, get rid of Herc. Campo doesn't have Herc, right? At least not Awakened, so I don't know if Herc's even in his deck. And then Ebony Maw. I'm surprised by that one. I guess that is a rank 4 Maw, if I remember correctly.
Campo and I have talked about this. Both of us have good science champions, but not necessarily like the best ones for this meta with Torch gone. And so even if he's comfortable against Maw, it makes sense to just cut down on how many Mystics you have to chew through.
That makes sense.
So, D'Lo, that Paul's pick of Mordo, is that a defensive choice or is that an offensive choice?
Personally, I would consider that a defensive choice, but it can definitely work for both, because like the more dangerous a defender is, thanks to Rich Get Richer, the more Mordo's going to chew through them. But he's also just always such a jerk.
Yep.
And you combine that with extra power gain and his Furies and the fact that I'm guessing Paul's running at least 3 points in Stand Your Ground. Yeah.
Just real quick in the break in between this. Big Germ, I personally am a bigger fan of just going with the meta champions that you enjoy. My own personal classes are pretty imbalanced.
I keep mine roughly balanced, but don't lose sleep over it if who I need to take up is from a different one. For me, it often comes down more to like, I cannot rank up another skill. I have no ISO and no catalysts in that class.
Yeah. Sometimes factors like that come in. I mean, I in my next, if eventually I can get it out, I haven't had time. My next rank 4 video, I've got a bunch of new rank 4s. I do actually consider class a little bit in there, but I wouldn't have forced to rank up in those classes just to have, them approach each other.
Right.
So
Hulkling versus Nick makes a lot of sense, and we immediately see the Mordo on defense.
I think this was going to be interesting. Legacy destroyed my Fury with his Hulkling, so I'm excited to see this.
Right. Jugs versus Mordo is a great matchup, though. Very cool.
PWF was just like, will Fury please block? And he just decides to throw the SB2. Yeah, like I get it. I get it why he did it. It worked out for him. Wow. This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a split second decision you have to make where you're like, have I gained enough Pierce? Do I have enough charges? How many hits are in the special again? Yeah, I'll be fine.
And then I think the node gets to Campo there, gets pressed to his SB3. So that's
Campo. Go. Honestly, Campo's felt a little off here. I think Mordo's rhythm just threw him off with Jugs, and it didn't really feel like he settled.
Yeah, I've started really loving using relics and battlegrounds just to have an extra opening, stun opening, especially against Nick Fury when he's in his second phase. Just having the ability to hit him 5 more times. Greatest thing about relics so far.
Yeah, the control is really nice.
I'm realizing I forgot to say hello to Dreamin'. What's up, buddy? How you doing? I think you said you're not feeling too well. I hope you get better soon. All right, I'm curious to see who Campo places here. So he's going to go with Bishop. I'm not seeing a great option for PWF. I sometimes confuse the screens, though. Hyperion? How's Hyperion going to do against Bishop? And then I'm excited to see Valkyrie here against Nick Fury. Obviously, it won't go as fast as what we just saw Hulkling do, but it might go pretty good with the hitting into the block technique.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who's going to win the Rich Get Richer battle between Bishop and Hyperion.
Yeah, I have a feeling DL had to go there for a second because I don't know what this matchup looks like. For those who follow the channel to know, Hype's relatively new to my channel.
I'm sorry, I forgot I muted myself.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, this is Hyperion is my go-to, and then if I don't need him, or if I need him for something else, I use Sam. But like, he is my fastest Bishop counter if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and was that the tactic you used? Is you use your SB2s, obviously land heavies, get your Furies up, that sort of thing?
Yeah, and you have to always push him to his special too, and unfortunately that just means that if you don't get lucky with the stuns, you kind of gotta go hero mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately Paul got hit by an SB2, so that just kind of roasted him.
Yeah, that is... God, I hate Bishop.
When you did your review of Infamous Iron Man, that you really could tell how much you were enjoying his abilities against Bishop. It was pretty cool.
That was kind of the unanimous opinion of the designers when going over him. It's like, well, it's not great for other mutants, but Nimrod exists. We don't want to try and compete with that because it would just be overpowered if he were better.
Yeah.
But he absolutely hoses Bishop, and that makes...
Yeah, I mean, what would the thing have been there, right, to compete with Nimrod? It would have been like, if you face a mutant, they instantly die.
I mean, basically.
Yeah. There's Bitter Steel judging the Valkyrie fight there. It says smooth, so that means it must have been. Karate Mike says he loves Howard for Bishop. That makes sense. Really disappointed we didn't get to see Howard last night, Mike. Just wanted to file my complaints with you now publicly. All right, this one's big. We're adjusting in the playoff. Once we reach the knockout stage, we do a best of 7 format. In the group stage, we do best of 5. And I'm kind of having to get used to that again. That makes the second round so big. You don't want to go down 2-0 and put yourself in that spot where you got to win 3 in a row.
I gotta say, I do. I don't know whose match I prefer here. I think I'm on a Scorpion.
Yeah, Omegas.
Yeah, I don't love either of them.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what can happen in these third round matchups.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see
the thing for... Sorry, go on.
Did Campo, did he do his pre-fight to move off poison?
Yeah, it looks like he's putting ruptures up there right now.
Oh, okay. Yep, okay.
Yeah, because that's the thing is, well, that actually goes against it. I was assuming Campo was going to stick to special 2s because you don't have to worry much about the abilities failing if you don't let too many concussions stack. But he did get quite a few up there. Maybe now he goes for the special 2, because only 10% is normally pretty safe.
It feels like they're both feeling out this fight right now. Like I'm gonna go ahead and guess this is not a matchup that either of them has practiced extensively. PWF obviously knows how to play I-Bomb, and he knows how to go against Mega Sentinel. He's a bit of a guru with her.
Yeah.
So now the melt's going to start.
Given what just happened in my head, though,
yeah.
I am kind of wondering if what he was thinking here was, like, it's fine, she'll have the armor, but I can Dex, Rich Get Richer won't get out of hand. I know she'll heal from the poisons and they won't do any damage, but Acid Burn will.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if he had clocked how doomed he was on Rich Get Richer when the Fury, the Regen, and the armor were all up.
Probably not, because I would have never thought of it. But it's kind of working. I don't know who's going to win this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's working. I'm just wondering if he was expecting it to go a little bit better, is all I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely. And this is going to be one of those ones where I think he may finish this off faster than Campo, but Campo's going to have that full health bar with Scorpion. No, I guess none of that mattered. There we go. We got a ball game here, folks. We got a 1-1. I mean, I don't want to jinx Campo. I shouldn't do that. All right. No jinx. No jinx.
Getting parried by Overseer in Cosmic Mode with 2 Furies is a way to die very, very quickly.
Yeah. That would have been... I mean, I would have found it funny. I would have felt bad for my friend Campo. What's up, Mr. King?
Yeah, I couldn't speak it into the world until it was over.
Yeah. Thank you for saving me from that. Jugs is a great bishop counter. I haven't thought of Juggernaut is... I mean, my eyes got opened by Aiden, Egatron, and Suida last tournament. I'm seeing it, though. My eyes are wide open on that. Nahorn, what's up, buddy? Hype is best for Bishop? Not biased? Okay.
Somebody recently took their Hyperion to rank 4.
Exactly. What's up, Beguile? How you doing, bud? Cream Cheese doing his job. Thank you so much. We all have roles to play. Big Drum, can you get it? Yeah. Is anyone with the... I can do it. If you two will cover the analysis for a minute, I can send that. Sure. I think I can anyway. I'm always scared to mess this up.
Looks like Campo might be rethinking his bans.
Yep.
And Germ, you're picking a great time to join the Discord server. We are... doing something different. I do the monthly tier lists, which I enjoy very much. And for December, I kind of talked about this in the last tier list. We're gonna do server rankings. So I can't go too insane, but it's going to be server rankings. And I'll do my own personal rankings, top 10 of every class. We just finished up the skill class. I got to tell you, I can't wait to share the results with you all. It's shocking, and yet when I look at it, it makes a lot of sense. I think the server maybe hit the nail on the head with it. I just tabulated all the results, and we just put up tech, so you'll be joining in time to get your votes in on the tech class. Did Campo Valkyrie's been banned now?
Yeah, that was PWF. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because Campo's is bigger.
Campo's Valkyrie is a higher rank, yes?
Giggity.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I don't get
it. Why did you need to clarify that? I don't understand. What's up, Naz? I think DLL saw you arrive in chat and felt like at least someone would get the joke and appreciate it.
Clown.
Nick makes a great point too about Kitty being great for Bishop. I still need to get that fight done. I have so many champions need to learn. I'm actually considering hiring Nerd for one of his Battlegrounds coaching sessions. When I went up against Lags, I was like, he's a better player than me anyway, but despite walking in confident, I quickly was like, I'm outclassed. I need some help.
Felix clearly needs to read Titania's kit. It clearly says she doesn't need your help, man. Honestly, one of my favorite bits of flavor text.
I hope he picks Cersei. I kind of want to see her used offensively. She's got to be great for this meta, right?
Yeah, she's pretty nuts.
I mean, we just getting unblockable SP2s over and over. Is that ultimately what happens?
I don't think you even need to focus on the unblockable. And if you do the unblockable, you're probably spamming the special one. But like as soon as you throw a heavy, you have 2 buffs.
Mike's saying Cersei's pretty awesome. I put the Discord server invite a little higher up. I set it for 5 folks because the server is invite only. But if we need to refresh it, I'm happy to do that. Hulkling on defense. You think that's an attempt to draw out? I'm always bad at seeing the sides, but you think that's an attempt to draw out Rintra off of a potential defensive use?
Yeah, I do.
This is really only option. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the offensive Nova as well.
Same here. Sire, hopefully Sire is watching. How's it going, Suitup? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a Paul's. Just don't see Omega Sentinel going down that as fast. And we'll see if Paul's able to crit on his special 2. Oh, not good.
Clean decided to play nice there, huh? No
SB3. Play nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a very nice man, I have to tell you. That's not shocking. Yeah. He's very friendly. He's a gentle giant. Sorry, guys. I posted. I thought I posted the Discord invite, and I did. I posted probably one of the YouTube channels for one of these guys. So the Discord invite's now up.
Yeah, Paul got lucky there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dreamin', I just wanted to address your crack at my age. We've established that Vega and I are the same age. So, by insulting me, you are insulting Vega. Just want to point that out.
You should know, though.
I don't think that's going to stop him.
Yeah, DNL are going to about to basically make the same point. I've been being insulted by Dreamin' since season 1 of War. So,
but Vega doesn't look it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if he stopped, that would be the odd thing. Then I'd be like, he's not feeling well today. On Slaymon's taking your joke to the next logical step. Thank you, Slaymon. I appreciate that.
All right, we're seeing Overseer on defense again.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Jelly? How you doing, bud? Pop images. Wow, you're both 30? 30, yeah, around 30, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely favor the Hulkling here.
Yeah, I mean, Kitty with Nick can go fast. Like, even I've done it fast. I wouldn't want to have to do it to save my life, but I've done it pretty quick. But I think Hulkling, especially with his ability to go unblockable, will be able to handle one of the toughest parts of Overseer's defensive kit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so he goes unblockable. He's going to throw a nice big SP2. And Kitty's just barely getting the ramp going. Yeah, this is kind of what we were expecting here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he decides to parry.
And here comes the second special, too. You don't even need to go unblockable.
And not Hulkling, sorry. Overseer just played really nice for Hulkling there, too, right? He threw a special, and then he's like, would you like me to block now? I'll go ahead and just block. Like... It's always nice when the AI does that thing for you. The exact opposite of DL's last video with Valkyrie in it, where Gallon was like, "You are gonna have to intercept me. I don't care what you're trying to do."
Yeah, Bitter gave me some advice for that, and it helped. Yeah. But Gallon was still feeling pretty randy there this last war as well.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like I think it's just what happens, and it's good. It's good because I've been told by some people I know well that Bitter's a good dude, and I think it was Jinxie who told me that. But Bitter did put out a really nice video too on controlling the AI. I think it's like a 9 to 15 minute video somewhere in there. But it's really helpful, and that is a big part, I think, of playing a champion like Valkyrie who wants to hit the block so much. So make sure you check that out if you're getting excited about all the Valkyrie action you're seeing.
For sure. I am really glad that he put that video out, because I have been asked to make that video in the past several times, and every time I've looked at it and I've looked at my notes and I'm like, this is going to take so much work. And now somebody who I trust has made it, so I can just point to it.
There it is. All right, and then so PW picks it. I think both matchups really favored him. He got a nice assist there from Hulkling playing ball, but he still had to finish it off, right? Like in my matchups, I made mistakes. He didn't do it. Well-earned victory in the third set there. Pushing on to this fourth set. Cream Cheese, we need you cheering for Campo here, buddy. Come on.
Be interesting if Campo goes back to the bans list and reevaluates his choices, because that Hulkling is just crushing him.
Aaron.
Here we go. There, yeah, as predicted from Yusafa. Yep. Yeah. T, I feel like Bitter Steel's competing right now with him as much as I've talked about that. Please also, though, do me a huge favor. Go subscribe to both the competitors today. Campo, MC, and PWF. Channels linked in the chat as well as the description. But it has felt like we're like, this is going to be the stream where we just talk about Bitter Steel. I mean, that's what happens though when you put out some really nice work, right? And a lot of people in the community say you're a good dude. It's just natural. All right, so here we go. We do have the ban. So Campo went all the big cosmics, took away all the big cosmics from PWF. Let's see how that plays out for him.
Mm-hmm. As a reminder, this does give Paul back a rank 4 Maw.
Yep.
And so basically what he's betting on is, all right, I'm not winning the races. I keep losing the races. I need to take away his big guns and just deal with his defenders. And I do think that given how these last couple went, that probably makes sense.
We see Paul has drafted Hyperion again. I'm assuming for that bishop. Hopefully he probably is looking for a little vengeance.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Valkyrie band, boo. I know. Last tournament it was Gallon. This tournament feels like it's the tournament of Valkyrie. It's a little early. We're still in week 1. There's a lot of time to go. But this, as someone who's watched a lot of these BG streams lately, Valkyrie's feeling like she's the champion of the tournament.
And I'm trying to find Paul's answer for Nick Fury. I don't know. Maybe.
All right, here we go. So PWF does have to place first. We know how much that can play a role at times, especially if and when you get to that decisive third game. Bishop's back up, so we're going to get a shot at this. Not super fast to pick Hyperion.
Yep.
It looked like he's almost looking for another option, as if like, do I have literally anyone else?
Bishop, Guardian is safer but slower. Yep. You could have considered it, but yeah. I think this is the right call.
Let's see, little chance for redemption for PW to try to close this out. I like seeing that kind of stuff. It's like
Mike likes,
go for it.
Mike likes Cersei for Bishop, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it's the same basic fight as Hyperion, honestly, but you have the slight extra safety of the transmutation buffs and the glancing buff helping you if you get caught while they're up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hype also has energy resist, though, so it's
He manages
feels
that
kind of
well.
like a toss-up to me.
He almost got pushed to his SB3, but he got the SB2 off just in time. This looks like it's going much, much better for him.
Yeah, I want to shout out specifically in this fight. It is so important for certain characters to be able to counter their heavy in the middle of it, as opposed to waiting for the end. And PWF would have already been pushed to a special 3 and be way, way behind here if he were not comfortable with that against Bishop.
Yeah.
So
And
that
honestly,
makes a lot better.
he probably could have avoided the special 3 and countered that heavy and finished it with the special 2, but given the last one, I completely understand why he didn't gamble.
Yeah. He had a nice, complete full dex of that SB2 as well, too.
Mm-hmm. What were you starting to say, Mustafa?
Oh, I was just saying that that went a lot better than the last time. So probably had his nerves shaken a little bit, but he was confident enough to take him in the second time. He knew he could do it. So,
Yeah.
I think...
And I think... Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just assuming, too, like, I think Campo knew this fight up here was not going to go fast. I think this might have been a bit of an efficient... not a throw, necessarily, but I think he's trying to set up round 2 and 3 here.
That's basically what I was going to say, yeah. Because between Nimrod and Guardian, you're not placing Havoc on defense.
Yeah. So, ultimately, I think both competitors are satisfied with the result of round 1. It's really about 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Slay, despite continuing to say, I really need to stop jinxing things, has an almost legendary ability to jinx stuff, so it's probably better if he doesn't declare winners.
Oh. All right, well, let's see what happens.
Campo's got to go Nick Fury here. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does PWF try to Zerg this down with Cersei? I honestly would have no idea if I was in his spot.
I wouldn't.
I think it's basically Cersei or throw.
So I don't know if I would use Cersei, because if this gets pushed to its third round, I mean, she's got to have an answer back for Nimrod or Omega Sentinel.
He's got right now, though, this is interesting because I'm usually very bad at doing this live on my own. Is he kind of forced Campo to go with Hood, and then now if PWF has Cersei for the third round, who does Campo use?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, I think this is probably a throw right here. Yeah.
Right? I am not good at analyzing that stuff. I'm not. Oh, so Mike's saying Scorpion could demolish Cersei. Interesting.
No, I think he's going to use Cersei on attack.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, yeah, because that's the point. Campo's trouble is placing a defender next round.
Okay.
Yep.
And if he places Scorpion, then he doesn't have a good Rintra counter either. So he's really kind of in a rough spot.
But Paul will have to place his defender first, right? I think, or was that last round?
Campo. No, you're right, because Campo plays Nick.
Okay. So I think Campo's gonna. This will be interesting to see how this one plays out. This is assuming that Campo wins here. But we all know Hood has the ability to do that massive burst, but he can't lose those hexes there. Okay, so he kept them up.
Yeah.
Didn't finish him off though.
That was a nice heavy.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough,
Yeah.
and that shock is just ticking down. Right, that's from lowering Guardian's ability accuracy, correct?
Right.
Uh-oh. He's taking a hit. Fury's doing his job of extending the fight, but that's a lot of health loss.
Yeah. I think, like you said, Fury was doing his job, and Fury doing his job would have won Campo the fight if not for that combo.
Yep. Still may. No, actually, no.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Well played.
Credit to Paul there at the end. Perfectly waited on Nimrod going back to Blitz over Titan mode so that the special 2 actually did damage.
Well played by both these guys. There may be a brief post-match interview. It's completely up to them if they want to do that or not.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's Paul. Paul, you going to join us?
Yeah, I can join you guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing, bud? It was a really nice performance, especially for your initial matchup in one of these tournaments. How you doing? How you feeling?
Pretty good. Got lucky quite a few times, but
Yeah, if you don't mind, do you? I know how it is. You do the match and then it's over, so sometimes it's a little difficult to completely remember. But you say you feel like you got lucky a couple times. Are there any instances in particular?
I know the Rintra versus Hulkling one where he just threw a heavy instead of an SB3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were commenting on that on stream. You got a little lucky there, yeah.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked something here, and YouTube's like, now would be a good time to insert an ad. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Campo, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for joining the call.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That was probably the most fun match I've had, honestly. I just felt like the drafts were kind of like neck and neck each time, and then even I don't know. I had a lot of fun PWF. So thanks for the matches, dude. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
I had to take away your Valkyrie. She was doing too much.
Yeah, I understand that, and I think more and more people are going to start realizing that.
Yeah, I was actually saying on stream that last tournament it became pretty clear early that it was Gallon was kind of going to be the superstar champion of the tournament. It feels like we're pretty well on our way to it being Valkyrie for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why.
Campo, anything in particular that you would want to point out or talk about? I mean, you put on a great performance. Anything noteworthy that stood out to you?
Well, I think, in that last match, I think I had a chance to win the second game there. But right at the end, Guardian recovered from a stun like earlier than I thought he would, and he somehow smacked me mid-combo.
Yeah.
However, I was looking at the third game, and if he plays Cersei, I didn't really have a Cersei counter, so I kind of saw the writing on the wall anyway. But yeah, I think the one game that I did win, I think it was a good move to place Omega Sentinel in the third match there. Other than that, I think it was the draft choices were pretty straightforward for me the whole time. Like there always seemed like a path of how to do it. I just noticed he had like a million mystics, which is why I started banning Maw, because I was like, if he gets all mystics,
Maw, come on.
I mean, I had counters for Maw, but like I wouldn't have counters for like Maw and Sasquatch and Mephisto and Man-Thing, like if you got them all. So, and Doom definitely screwed me over in that first match too. That was a tricky one to fight him. So, and Doom never showed up after that, which was kind of interesting.
He likes to hide. DLO probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, I heard.
Any questions from DLL or Yusafa?
Yeah. So Campo, well, actually, it's for Paul. Campo brought up that about that third match in the last round. Would you have placed Cersei? Because DLL were thinking that you would possibly use her on offense.
I was intended to use her for offense, but actually looking at it, yeah, I probably would have had to use Rintra for attack unless you played Scorpion. But initially, I was thinking Cersei for attack for one of the two robots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would have been great. And then either way, she would have been a nightmare on offense or defense for me, I think, because I would have then probably had to like play if you used her on attack, I would probably have to place Scorpion as a defender, and then I wouldn't have a Rintra counter per se. So yeah, no, that was just really smart drafting.
Yeah, I mean, I drafted Guardian not thinking about putting him on defense. Then I was like, doesn't really have anyone that can counter Guardian really well.
Yeah, especially Hood takes the shocks, from the ability accuracy reduction. So I knew that was going to happen, but I actually could have finished that fight with like 75% health, but I just took a hit at the very end.
That's pretty awesome. Go for it, Yusafa.
I'm sorry. So, Paul, during that first match against Bishop with your Hyperion, where you took that unfortunate SP2, Yeah, that was unfortunate. But then in another round, you had the same matchup, but you hesitated bringing Hype in. What was going through your head when you were trying to choose a counter to Bishop?
Well, taking to a giant special to the face will.
What was going through your head on repeat in slow motion with music in the background?
I did have other counters for him because I could have brought in. Trying to remember what I had.
You also had Cersei.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and I've used Cersei before. I haven't tried it in this meta, but it was one of my top Bishop counters before.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't even have to dex the SB2, I can just glancing, go.
And that's the difference between PWF and me, Yusafa, is he's not used to getting hit with SB2s in the face while I am. So it doesn't prevent me from going right back in and trying the same matchup again.
This time it'll be different.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. It's a coin flip anyways, right? It has nothing to do with practicing and skill. DLL, any questions from yourself?
No, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of cool fights.
Yeah, I that's how I feel about this one too. I really appreciate you two, Campo and PWF. This was a clinic from both of you. It was great fights, great drafting, great skill. Thank you very much for being there. Is there anything that either of you would like to add?
No, I'm good. It was really fun, man. It's just PWF's great member of the community. Glad you're in the tournament, and that was a fun first round.
It's a great first round. Thanks for all the work you do, Vega, and Yusafa for doing what you do in this.
Absolutely. Well, competitive show or great showing from both of them. Please go ahead and subscribe. Support them both. Campo, MC, PWF channels linked in the chat as well as the description. And then support our sponsor, a good friend of mine. I've known him for I think close to 3 years now. I got to check how long I've been in For Loki. But in Yusafa runs a phenomenal channel, lots of great war videos, and those crystal opens, especially for those of you, because I know some of you are missing. You're like, Vega, you're not doing them anymore. What's going on? Well, I hand you over to Yusafa. They're a lot of fun, and I enjoy watching them myself. Thank you so much to MP Blazed, always with the help on the technical issues with getting these screen shares. Without you, this literally would not be happening, so thank you. And thank you to the two fellows on call today, DLL and Yusafa themselves. And then let's go Yusafa, then DLL, then PWF, then Campo to take us out.
Oh, great match. Thank you again, Vega. This is a fantastic, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is a fantastic venue for everybody to show off their skills and join with the rest of the community. So thank you again, Vega.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's always a blast to commentate these. And yeah, well played to both of y'all.
Yeah, thanks for having me in the tournament. Thanks for hosting it. And Campo, you did a great job.
Yeah, echo everything there. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. And to all the viewers, thanks for the support as well.
Take care, everybody. We got Yusafa himself going tonight at what time, Yusafa?
9 p.m. Eastern against some guy. I haven't really met him before. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
He sends messages in line. Not sure who he is. I think his name is Carl. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Yusafa on YouTube. Make sure you check it out, everyone. Have a great weekend. Take care.